What is up, brothers? The Emperor has told me that you are not doing missions 3, 4, 5. Well, today we're going to be diving in on how we are going to be able to defeat the Chaos Space Marines a lot easier, providing you with some tips and tricks. Exactly what you need to do to be able to just run these missions, because there is a poll out there that only 75% in also 10% of you guys are running the Inferno, which is going to be 75%, and the other one, which is the second mission, at 10%. So how do we defeat this Chaos Space Marine? Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have any suggestions. First, we're going to be taking a look at none other than the first enemies, which are going to be the cultists. As you guys are playing the game, these are going to be another type of range trooper. These are the ones that are on the outside. They like to snipe from you when you are really busy, and they kind of become very annoying. So you have two different types: the ones that are getting really close to you and the ones that are getting far from you. So try to take down the snipers if you can as soon as possible, and also take care of the ones that are really close to you. They are like in between group of 5 or so. They're trying to take you down really quickly, which is very annoying at the same time, because they're trying to help out the Rubric Marines, and I'll talk to you guys on how to defeat those. Now we got the Zangors. Zangors carry shield, which is going to provide with immunity to very light attacks. So having light attacks dished out on them is not going to be the best thing. Best thing here we're going to be taking a look is at, you're going to need to do break their guards with heavy melee attacks. If you still don't know how to do those, just gotta hit the pause menu and take a look what exactly you need to do. Otherwise, they're going to fight in very similar way as the Harmagans. This is going to include making the same telegraph leaping attacks, and you seen them, they got leap at you. So if they do, try to use your melee really quickly so you can dish out the damage on them. And then we got the Rubric Marines. The Rubric Marines, it's what remains of the members of the Legion, not gifted with psychic powers, animated suits, space marine armor. So the best thing to be able to take these guys down are going to be the following way. Just have this in mind. Their armor, it's very durable. So their armor there, it's very potent. So but what you could do is going to be the following: by doing any close range attacks. While Rubiks are range type of troops, they have tricks as punish you for overcommitting. Their telegraph melee attacks hit like a truck, so they're going to hit you very hard if you're not very careful. Their ability to be able to teleport, so one spot there might be behind you, another spot there might be right next to you. So best thing to do here, guys, is going to be heavy melee attacks. If they're in a group, throw grenades as soon as you see them to make sure that their ability doesn't perform and they don't take a shot at you. Probably the best class to take these guys down are going to be one, the tactical. Tactical has different weapons. In particular, you're able to just test out different things. I also have a few, I'm gonna show you guys here in the video, different weapons that you can use. As you're able to see here, these type of different weapons deal good amount of damage, especially this one, which you are able to use the grenade launcher, which I think is one of the most underrated weapons that can use as a tactical must use. And of course, any weapon that is going to deal somewhat more of a firepower damage on them is going to be very helpful. Now, the next one, we're going to have the Rubric Marines with the warp fire. These are the guys that shoot that fire really quickly at you. Best thing to be able to take care of these guys is one, telegraph their outcomings, and also dodge their long range, because they are able to hit you hard. Now, the great thing about it is that once you get close to them, you're able to take them down really quickly. So their armor is not as potent as the previous ones. The only grenade launcher that is in the game, a couple of pops gets him out really quick out of his frenzy, and you can take him out really fast, which is very helpful. Next up, we have the lesser sorcerer. This is the guy that is pretty much on the air with his staff, and he's protected by this sphere. Now, how do you go about killing him? Well, the following thing you could do, either, of course, if you have a long-range weapon, try to take pop shots at him. But if you don't, or if you want to go a different strategy, which is probably more effective, is get under him. Try to do it with either your knife or whatever sword you have, or if you have your chainsaw, try to take him out really quickly from the bottom. Now, when it comes to the time where he notices that you're there, he's going to try to hit you with his staff. When that happens, try to avoid it and don't get hit by it, and just try to take him out. And that's probably going to be the easiest way. Next up, we have the Scarab Occult Terminators. Pretty much is what the name is. These are Terminators walking around. Very few couple of tactics that you can implement. One, you can do range attacks if you do have such as a long range weapon. What you could do is the following. If you are up in their face, work as a team. One can maybe distract him and try to hit him from the front, while the other guy is just trying to do a lot of melee attacks, which you're going to be able to probably do more damage and take him down. Now, they do have a couple of weapons. One of them is that they're going to hit you hard with melee attacks. So make sure you dodge those, because it's not just 1, 2, or 3. It's like about 3 consecutive attacks that he does on you. So you need to make sure you're able to either dodge them or block them if you are able to, or you're strong enough to be able to do that. And then another thing is that he does have his autocannon, which is going to shoot at you. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but the missile that he does launch, if you are not able to telegraph that, that one is going to do a lot of damage on you. So getting up close to him as a team of 2 is probably going to be your best way to be able to take those down a lot faster, because the faster you take them out, the more you can concentrate on the other type of enemies. Now we are able to take a look at the Helbrute. Pretty much it's a very tanky, very strong enemy. He's a boss. Getting close to him is probably not the best ideal thing to do, but taking him out as a team is going to be probably your best bet, because he will attack you. If he focuses on you, then your other teammates can probably just help you out, or if they're not too busy. Now, Hellbrutes are going to be, you're going to be able to see them twice in a fight sometimes, but in operations 3, 4, and 5, that is, of course, we're talking about the marine enemies. That is where you're going to be able to see them. Their plasma cannon can be dodged. Usually he does like 4 shots on you, so you're able to, between those 4 shots, take a shot at him. Now, one of the things you need to be careful is his massive thunder hammer that he has, that he's going to pretty much target you really quickly. But right when he smashes this, try to get away from him. You have enough time so it doesn't, the aftershock doesn't do any damage on you. If you're able to do that, then just keep doing this, and between your whole entire team with good weapons. Once again, the grenade launcher is probably the best weapon to take him out. Unless you have a sniper to level up, you're going to be able to do that. Other than that, just focus on him as much as you can, and you guys should be able to take him out. Now, the Helldrake is a boss. You're going to be able to see him towards the end, be able to fight him, but throughout one of the missions, he is going to be throwing fire at you. Now, how do you defeat and pick weapons for this? Well, of course, you got to match the symbols that are on the wall. Once you match the symbol, he's open to fire. Best probably the weapon to be able to use with this is going to be the plasma incinerator. This one does really good damage against him. So if you're able to use this weapon or any other ranged weapons, if you don't have this one, there you go. That is how you're able to take down the Chaos Space Marines enemies. Different enemies, there's a bunch of them, different tactics. Pretty much they just have a more overpowered armor. So you need to bring, definitely a grenade launcher will be the best. The other weapon, the plasma, is okay, but it's not best for this type of enemies. Longer range weapons, like auto rifles, things like that, are going to be better, because you can take these guys out for a bit from further, snap and break down their armor before you are go in and take them down with melee attacks. There you go. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have any suggestions. We'll see you guys on the next.